Okay, hello everyone out there. In today's video is what I want to explain to you is a little bit about the conscious mind, the subconscious mind, and our mindset and what that means to us in our daily lives. So first off, my point of this channel is to help anybody with any kind of roadblocks that I might have had or gone through that will help them out down their field of personal development. So if you could like and share and even subscribe, I would really appreciate it. It would help my videos get out there farther. So the first thing I'm going to say is this. I am I'm a consultant with Bob Proctor, and I have been studying Bob Proctor for over 5 years. Now probably 90% of my information comes through Bob Proctor, who was mentored by Earl Nightingale, and Earl Nightingale was mentored by Napoleon Hill, and then Andrew Carnegie to Napoleon Hill. So I have a lot of insight and a lot of information, most of which comes from Bob Proctor Institute, about the mind and about how the mind works. And there's a linchpin that people don't realize that has to do with the mind and body connection. So the first thing I'm going to say is that your brain is not your mind. Even though you might get the image of a brain when you think of the mind, your brain is not the mind. So what the mind has is, I know there's many more parts to it than this, but the brain has two basic functions. It's got a conscious mind and a subconscious mind. And then you have your body, of course, that the mind sends the message to, which puts us into action, which gives us the results in life. So in your conscious mind, you have sensory factors. And those sensory factors are hooked up and help us run our daily lives. Those sensory factors are we can see, hear, taste, touch, and smell. So you can go ahead and check it out, whatever you want to do. Every time you do one of those things, it builds an image in our subconscious mind, in our conscious mind. And it goes down and it connects to the subconscious mind. Nothing gets through to the subconscious mind without going through the conscious mind. So our problem is, we keep seeing these same results in these things over and over again with our sensory factors. And that builds an image, and that goes to the subconscious mind, and it comes out in our results. Our sensory factors pick up our results, and we become like we're in a wheel. That's what they call people in a hamster wheel. You're stuck. Now, what we want to do is build a different image. So is what happens when we use our sensory factors and we build the image in our mind. That thought simultaneously builds an image, and that goes out into the universe as just a thought. At the same time, again, simultaneously, it produces a feeling in our body. Now that feeling is what draws and attracts back to you that thought. Now, whether that thought makes you feel good or bad, it's going to attract it back. And it's your choice. So my advice to you is to always try to think of something that makes you feel good. And that's going to attract back to you. So how does the mindset fall into this? Well, we automatically are programmed with our sensory factors and what our results are. And if we're seeing the same thing every day, that's our mindset. It's like 95% of what we do comes from that mindset. If we change the image and change the thought and start attracting to us different things, that's going to automatically change the mindset and put us on autopilot, so we don't have to worry about things happening to us. But the problem is people don't do that. They don't understand how that works. And it really does work that simple. It's not complicated, it's not hard. We become what we think about. So if you change your mindset, you change your life. You know, there's a reason why they say mindset is 95% success and 5% is the action that we do. It's the how. And that's the reason why, because we need to get it first in our mind what we want and how we want it done, and let that go into our subconscious mind. Now, another little trick about the subconscious mind is the subconscious mind cannot dictate whether something is real or imagined. So when you build that thought in your mind, your subconscious mind doesn't know if you were just imagining it or if you were actually experiencing it. So it has no clue. So we can play that little trick on our subconscious mind by thinking of what we want. Remember when you were kids, you'd use your imagination to think of what you wanted. Pots and pans turned into airplanes, cardboard boxes turned into forts and houses and all this kind of stuff. Well, we want to do that same thing. The problem is, as we've gotten older, our imagination has gone down the tube because we're told, quit imagining things. We go to school, stop imagining things. Pay attention, pay attention. And that's what happens. And then as we get older, all of these different negative fears and paradigms get sucked in us. We can't do that. We can't do that. Especially with people who are negative around you. That's another reason why they say your environment is so important. Because people around you are the ones that are going to help program your mind. So if somebody around you is not doing it, you're not going to do it. So I hope that helps you guys out today. Like I said, please subscribe to my channel. Help me get the message out farther. And I also have a free money mindset workbook for manifesting your goals. I'll put that down in the comments. You can download that, print it out, go through it. It's going to help you tremendously. And if you guys have any questions, please get a hold of me.